respected Dr. Ramesh Garu, Sri Hota, Narayan Swami, Satyanarayana and other dignitaries on the dais, and my dear colleagues. I represent Andhra Bank here on this forum, and since the macro view is already given by the earlier speakers, I'll confine myself to the activities happening in Andhra Pradesh state and with specific reference to our bank. Incidentally, Andhra Bank is the state level bankers committee chairman of the state level BC. So we have the responsibility of taking forward the financial inclusion initiatives of the state government. Though the word financial inclusion is coined very recently, AP government is one of the few governments which have taken a leading role in taking forward the concept of financial inclusion through the self-help group movement. In fact, even today, I am proud to say, a great majority of the self-help groups in this country are, I think around 25% of them are in one single state, that is Andhra Pradesh. And Andhra Bank alone has financed more than 2.5 lakh self-help groups towards an outlay of about 3,000 crores. Even if we assume that 10 persons are covered under each of these accounts, this is a wide coverage of about 25 lakh beneficiaries have been covered. Coming to the macro view, there are about 6 lakh villages to be covered through banking services, of which only around 38,000 or 6% are being serviced through the brick and mortar branch network. That's how, to take the banking activities to the field level, the ICT concept is taken up. And today, about 1.5 lakh villages, or about 25% of the villages, are being covered through ICT. But to be very honest, today the emphasis is on making the population open an account. But the question is, where is the wherewithal for the people to sustain those accounts? Meaning, unless the government remittances or some other remittances pass through these accounts, in all probability, these will ultimately go into inoperative status. In our own state, one good success example is the payments of NREGS payments through ICT model. Here, 5 banks have been selected by the state government, and the beneficiaries who are receiving payments in the NREGS scheme, they are getting the credit directly to their account through a process, the straight-through process, untouched by the human hand. The mandal level computer centers and district level computer centers, which pump in the data, which beneficiary should take how much amount, they are being distributed to the participating banks. About 6 banks are participating in the scheme. And then entire resources are at centralized place at Hyderabad. The financial resources are shared to the banks along with a data file. And then the amounts are getting credited very successfully to the beneficiary's account with the least reconciliation problems. That's another plus point. Our bank alone, on an average month, we are putting through 1 lakh transactions for about 100 crore rupees. When in one of the recent conferences, when I made a mention of this figure, in fact, all other participants were also very amused with the numbers, because in other places, what's happening is accounts are getting opened, but there are no transactions through the accounts. Here, because NREGS payments, because it's almost 100 to 150 rupees per day, each beneficiary is getting a substantial amount, say 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. That's how even the average ticket size is also very successful. Similarly, for other benefits which the state government is pushing through the electronic medium, where again the ticket size is low, 200 rupees, 300 rupees, so much of success is not stated. Then again, coming to state government has selected 5 districts, where in one of the districts, East Godavari, we are piloting the activity. The task is given to map the villagers' names with the voter IDs or the ration card lists, and to find out the households where there are no accounts and make them open the account with the ulterior objective that as and when a subsidy is to be paid, the subsidy will be routed through the bank account instead of being distributed in cash or otherwise. So this also, pilot is right now going on. Maybe by about January, February, it will stabilize. Coming to the problem side, though, as I already mentioned, the whole emphasis today is on reaching out to the poor. but then how to put through the transactions. There are a few operational issues. First of all, the BC model needs to be standardized. Now, thanks to the tendering mechanism, different figures are coming up for each state when we put through the tender. Often, even bankers themselves are questioning whether the commercial model is sustainable at the rates at which the successful bidder has bid the process. So, maybe government will have to standardize the tariff structure for this kind of activities. Then another thing is the connectivity. Another problem that is plaguing the industry is connectivity. Most of the banks are going for an offline mode connectivity for the time being. As and when NPCI backbone is ready, and then when we are able to push through Aadhaar-enabled payments, which could come within few months from here now onwards, then maybe an online credit will be possible. But the communication technology platform is not so matured enough to guarantee. So when a BC is touring the village and doing financial transactions, he will have to drive all the way, maybe 15 kilometers, 12 kilometers to a hub, from where only he has the facility to upload the data. So that being the case, converting the transactions into a online transaction could take a little longer. These are my broad observations. So we are also proud to be part of this great movement of financial inclusion. And the next 3 to 6 months, we are also trying to issue cards to all the farmers. We have about 8 lakh farmers. So maybe by March 2013, we'll try to cover all our farmers with debit cards, which they can use either on the POS or on the ATM machine. A beginning is made by pilot will be completed by November month end or early December, and the large scale issuance of cards will take up from December month onwards. Once that is there, I think some of the, at least the farmers who have access to ATMs, they will be able to transact their transactions. With these few words, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity. Thank you.